Newt Gingrich's ex-wife, Marianne, to whom he was married apparently from 81 to 99, is the anger, bitter, let me make my name for myself yet again. This is not new ground we're breaking, mind you. They were divorced in 99. She went public with her story then. And over the years, she's repeated the same story. He didn't like me anymore. I was fat and ugly, and he wanted Callista, who wasn't. All right, got it. But ABC News is groundbreaking piece. His ex-wife says he cheated on her. Yeah, we've talked about that. In fact, we've kind of put that to bed, Marianne. But now, the National Review Online reports, through the Associated Press, quote, documents related to the divorce between Marianne Gingrich and Newt Gingrich, and I'm sorry we're having to degenerate into a he said, she said, but if we're going to make this a campaign issue, let's make sure we get it right. Newt's no saint, to be sure, but let's make sure we don't paint with too broad a brush here. Documents related to the divorce filed Friday in Cobb County Superior Court include a separation agreement signed by the couple and notarized in December of 87. There is no indication it was ever filed. Browning said, that's the Superior Court official, Browning said Marianne Gingrich called her husband on his birthday in June of 87. This is 12 years before they divorced. By the way, it's before he ever met Callista. She called Newt in June of 87 to tell him that she was leaving him. Gingrich, he said, came back to Georgia to find his home emptied out. Crazy. Browning said the pair maintained separate residences for 6 years before reconciling in late 93 or early 94. Hear that again. Browning said the pair maintained separate residences, this is the Associated Press, for 6 years before reconciling in late 93 or early 94. Do you get the sense that Marianne is an angry, spurned woman that just keeps popping up? Oh, we have Marianne on the line.
Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too. Don't forget me, I beg, I'll remember you say.
I'm going to rear my head at exactly the time that you're leading in the polls, because that's when people will pay attention at me. Her direct message for Newt Gingrich.
You know how the time flies, only yesterday was the time of
I mean, I kind of thought I was going to be the first lady. I thought you loved me. I could have been doing interviews. Look how Michelle Obama's living it. Look at me. I couldn't fight it. I couldn't fight it, Newt. It's not over. I'm still here. I'm old and fat and ugly.
Never mind, I'll find someone like you.
I ain't going away, Newt. There's only one you, Newt. What do you want me to do, marry Mitt Romney? Nobody wants me. Somebody please interview me. I matter. I was married to Newt 30 years ago. Somebody please pay attention to me. Me, I'm over here, me. Please. Psycho woman. Newt, to his credit, did not give in to Adele's psycho Glenn Close fatal attraction rabbit boiling behavior. Came out and said this.
I'm not going to say anything negative about Marianne. My two daughters, Kathy and Jackie, have sent a letter to the president of ABC News saying from a family perspective they think this is totally wrong. They think ABC should not air anything like this, and that intruding into family things that are more than a decade old are simply wrong. Now, I'll let my daughters speak for it. I'm sure they'd be glad to come on and chat with you about it. I'm not going to comment beyond that because I'm focused on the big issues that concern the American people, which are the current challenges we have, largely because of the failure of the Obama presidency.
Then trying to get the electorate refocused on what's important.
We have real stories this week of the failure of the Obama administration, and I realize that some of the elite media would like to do almost anything other than cover his failures, but the fact is, you look at the Keystone Pipeline yesterday, you look at the Saudi decision to go with China to build nuclear capability on Sunday, you look at the failure of this administration to stand up to the Iranians and actually cancel an exercise with the Israelis. We have a lot we can talk about today about real problems.
No, we don't want to talk about real problems. We'd rather tear down everybody but Romney and have Karl Rove tell us that he's our only choice to win, even if we don't want him.